everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we're checking out Raw.
Yeah, from 25th Century Games.
This is the brand spanking new edition. It's currently on GameFound for like another week as of right now.
Right. Better hurry.
You better hurry. It's a Knizia classic.
Yes. You guys know how it works. If something is on Kickstarter or on GameFound, don't wait until the last minute. Go ahead and pledge now. As soon as you see this, you're gonna, and if you don't already have the classic, you're probably gonna want to pick this up.
Yeah.
So, just my opinion.
I was gonna put a link in here.
Oh, you get the link?
I think I have it. It didn't. I think I have it.
You think you have
Here it is. Here it is. I had it, and then I didn't, and then I did.
So, with fantastic new artwork, as you can tell from Ian O'Toole.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
It is super nice.
With big chunky bits. Now what we have here is
crazy.
The retail edition.
Yeah.
Not the deluxe edition.
So whatever you see here is basically what you'll get if you just get the retail edition, the standard edition. I know that there is a deluxe edition on the GameFound, which will have like special metal coins and upgraded action tiles to wood and man, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So.
Now you see that Steph has a big, huge canvas bag of tiles. What the bag is going to look like this, but be more this size.
It's this size, so it fits everything.
So it fits more of the
tiles,
the auction tiles.
Yeah. No, it's got this bag is awesome. It looks amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
Look how awesome this thing looks. I mean.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's so cool.
I love it. So, the retail edition comes with the chunky auction tiles.
Yeah. And
comes with cardboard scoring tiles and auction tiles. The deluxe version upgrades what are these officially called? The scoring tokens. Upgrades the scoring tokens to metal.
I mean, they look amazing. They will look amazing, so.
And upgrades the epic counter and the auction tiles to wood.
If this is retail, I'm terrified to see what the deluxe version is. You're terrified? No,
I mean, look how big this thing is. This thing.
I think.
This is a chunky bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's ginormous.
I mean, big hand for scale. I mean, that's a chunky bit.
You have to show the side, though. They don't even know how thick it is.
Oh, how thick? Chunky.
It's like ginormous. It's so big.
I mean, when you invoke Raw, it should be a big, achievement, right?
Thick.
Thick.
2 C's.
Extra thick. That's right. So, hey Ruckus. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this fantastic new artwork. So, as you see, there's the auction track up here. Based on the player count, the Sunboat is going to start at a certain position. 5 players, 4 players, 3 players, and way down here for 2 players. Game plays 2 to 5. So what will happen is every time that you draw out a raw tile, for those of you who know the game, you're going to move the Sunboat instead of putting the raw tiles up there. Now, for those of you who prefer the old method, I did see one thread on BGG that says, why was this done? You know, what was wrong with the old way that things were done, just putting the raw tiles up? For those of you who prefer doing it the old way is still available. And instead of moving the boat, you will just put the raw tiles above. It's the same number, but as you can see, whenever you put the tiles up, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raw tiles up before the epic is invoked. On the other side, you're moving the boat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's effectively the same. Just different number of spaces on one side versus the other. So, for those of you who don't already know how to play, I will tell you. Basically, everybody starts off with 10 points in scoring tokens. So always keep your scoring tokens face down. I'm going to keep mine over here to keep them away from the big
pile of coins.
Pile of bank here. And based on your playing position, whether you're first or second, you are going to start off with a set number of tiles. And you will notice that it's basically in snake order. If you start off with the 16, you're gonna it's gonna go 15, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're gonna get that's not exactly snake for those, but you can see on the 3 and 2 players, it's specifically snake. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, but 7, 6, 5. Oh, it really isn't snake, is it? It's a little bit different here. So I guess they're saying that the high number is a distinct advantage. 2 player is definitely snake. I've got the 9. She's got the 8, 7. I've got the 6, 5. She's got the 4, 3. I've got the 2. So I've got lowest and highest and 2 in the middle.
Yeah.
Steph has some mid highs and some mid lows. And those are going to be good because those are what we're going to use to bid on auction tiles. On your turn, you're going to draw usually 1 tile from the bag. And if it is, let me go ahead and do that since I'm taking the first turn anyway. Whoever has the highest scoring tile each round, or epic, is going to take the first tile. So, I'm going to draw a tile from the bag. Generally, that is going to be the first thing you do. You're going to draw a tile like so, and then it is going to be the next player's turn. Now, Steph has an option. She can draw a tile, or she can invoke Ra. Invoking Ra will basically say, I want what's up in this auction pile here. It's from 1 to 8 tiles. And if you invoke Ra, I have to choose first whether I want to bid any of my tiles. Let's say I say I'm going to go 5. Steph has to either do 7 or 8 or let me have it. And then I will add these tiles to my player board.
He gets all the tiles.
I get all the tiles, everything that's stacked up here.
Yeah.
Now, Steph doesn't have to invoke Ra. She could just draw another tile from the bag. And we keep going until there are 8 and you are forced to invoke Ra. The next player would be forced to invoke Ra or spend a god tile. We'll talk about that here in a second. So, whenever a Ra tile is drawn, it looks like this. So, what you do whenever you draw a Ra tile, the first thing you do, I'm going to make sure I call this off exactly as it is here. So, you're going to take the Ra statue, indicating you're the Ra player. We're going to discard this out of the game, or if you're on the other side of the auction track, you can put it on the above the auction space, and an auction will be invoked. So, Steph will have the first bid, and I will have the last bid, being the Ra player. Basically, it's going to go once around. You're going to bid your best offer because you're not going to get to go around and around until people pass. So, let me go ahead and take this out of my way. So, basically we will keep going like that. If there is a disaster tile that comes up, every disaster tile will kill 2 tiles of a certain type. And so if you don't have any of that type, hey, that'll be good for you because you don't have anything that you can kill off at that time. Like if you get a disaster, like a drought disaster, which will kill water and flood tiles, then you will have to destroy first flood tiles and then water tiles. But if you don't have any of either type, hey, you don't have anything to worry about, right? So let's talk a little bit about certain tiles and how they score. Well, let me take that back. Let me go ahead and start off with the Ra tiles. Basically, we're going to go through drawing tiles and doing auctions until none of us have any of these tiles left over. I've made a mess of these rules here because I know the game and I've sort of mixed things together. Let's say I'd won that auction with a 5, right? I'm going to take the tile that is here along with this tile. I'm going to put this tile up and take this 1 and put it face down. I'm going to have this available the next epic. So keep in mind, maybe you don't want to downgrade one of your tiles like this. So what is up in auction has to be fairly good in order for you to take that. And let's say that there's a 9 up there. Maybe you don't care so much about what you give up because you'd be upgrading one of your auction tiles for the next epic. Now keep in mind there's only 3 epics, so you want to be able to do this judiciously because you're only ever going to take 12 batches of tiles at most for this epic, for the second epic, and for the last epic. We're going to keep doing this until nobody has any tiles left, or a raw tile has been drawn enough to make the boat reach the epic counter. Then we're going to go through an end of epic stage where you're going to score for your tiles on the board. You will notice on these player boards, which as you might see are specific to player count. You can see that this is the 4 and 5 player board, but still the tiles will score the same way. These little hourglasses indicate which epic that we're going to be scoring these tiles. So for these civilization tiles, you're only going to score those during the final epic. All of the other tiles you're going to score during all 3 epics. You'll score for each of these sets of tiles, and I will talk about each of those in detail.
I just wanted to comment that
sure.
In the original Raw, there were no player boards, but I actually really like this player board.
I really enjoy the player boards.
It tells you exactly what tiles you start with, and it gives you a breakdown of everything that's scoring. So for me, who doesn't remember the game since I haven't played it in 10 years, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I know exactly what I need to do. It's good for new players. I like the board.
Steph let her hair down. Michael's going to get whooped. Oh, no. All right, so the first type of tile we're going to talk about are monument tiles. These only score during the final epic. And basically, you are trying to collect, hopefully, 7 or more of these types. You'll notice that this is basically tile number 3. This is tile number 7. There are 8 different types of monument tiles. So if you have 6 or fewer of these in that final epic, you're going to gain 1 point for each type. So if you have 6 types, you're going to get a whopping 6 points. Not a lot. If you have 7, you're going to get 10 points. If you have all 8, you're going to get 15 points.
Just to be clear, it's for once only. You can't get multiple sets of this.
You can get one set for each different type of monument tile that you have. You can't score multiple sets of monument tiles.
Yeah.
What you can have is the multiplicity bonus. If you happen to have 3 of these specific monument tiles, you're going to get 5 points. If you have 4 of them, you're going to get 10. And if you manage to get all 5 of them, you're going to get 15 points.
Seems really good.
It does seem really good.
It also seems really unlikely with 2 players.
Yes, absolutely. Next type of tile we'll talk about are these pharaoh tiles. Whoever has the most pharaoh tiles each epic is going to get 5 points. Whoever has the least loses 2 points. If all players have the same number of pharaoh tiles, no points are gained or lost. Now keep in mind, this is the player or players with the most. So it is possible that we both have the most, but James has the least.
Right.
So we would each get 5. James would lose 2. Sorry, James. The third type of tile I'm going to talk about are the water tiles. Each of the water tiles will score 1 point, but only if you've managed to collect a flood this epic. At least 1 flood. Floods are worth 1. Water is worth 1. These are flood and Nile tiles, specifically what this is. Yeah, Gator Dave says, poor James. So, if you have only Nile tiles but no flood tiles, no points for you that epic.
Correct, but you do keep the water tiles for next.
I was going to describe all of that here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put these as if I were collecting them throughout. The next type of tile that I want to talk about, if I can find one quickly enough, because I did not have one available. Can you look through there and find me a god tile and a coin tile? All right, so let's talk about coin tiles. Coin tiles are fairly easy. You're going to get 3 points for them. Let's talk about God tiles. God tiles are worth 2 points. However, instead of your normal action, which is normally either drawing a tile or invoking Ra, you can take as one or as many God tiles as you have and swap them out for tiles that are up for auction. So let's say I was trying to get these 2 civilization tiles and I've got a couple of God tiles. For one action, I can throw away a God tile and take this out of the auction and put it in my next to my player
That's your
board.
action, though.
That would be my action, but I would take one God tile for each of them, and multiple God tiles can be done in a single action.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm going to double check that. I'm fairly sure that, yes. You may spend one or more God tiles during one action, acquiring one tile from the auction track for each of the God tiles that are discarded. Now, you're not going to score the 2 points for them at the end of the epic, but hopefully you're going to get something that is super awesome for you. I am going to put this here just to show where everything goes. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about civilization tiles. What you're trying to do is you are trying to get at least one of them, because if you have 0 at the end of an epic, you are going to lose 5 points. This is why you start off with 10 at the start of the game, because you can indeed lose below the 10 that you start with. If you do manage to get more than one, hopefully you can get more than at least 3 different types, because that's going to give you 5 points. If you can get 4 different types, that's going to give you 10 points. And if you can, if you can get 3 different types, as I said, you'll get 5 points.
Yeah.
If you can get 4 different types, that will be worth 10. 5 different types is 15. Getting multiples of a type does not get you any extra. So keep in mind, Steph was kind enough to find a 4th type for me. But there are multiple types up there. So let's say that I managed to get a couple. Getting a couple just means I'm not going to lose the 5 points, which is good. Yeah. Now, notice you've got 2 halves to the player boards. You've got stuff on this side, stuff on this side. Everything scores every epic except the monument tiles. But at the end of each epic, after you've scored everything, you are going to discard everything on this side of the board. Notice at the top of the player board, you've got the infinity symbol up at the top of this side, and the discard at the top of this side. So basically that helps you remember that you're going to discard these out of the game at the end of the epic, and these you're going to keep. So the Nile tiles are good to collect a whole bunch of them, but remember you're going to have to get a flood every epic in order to score for those. So it's always good to get the Pharaoh tiles early, because if you do, you're probably going to get a lead that's not going to be easily overtaken. You had the lead with Pharaoh tiles last game we played, and you totally won. Totes won.
Dan says the icons on the civ tiles are a good idea, makes them more distinct.
I agree. Now, the things you do not want to see are things like this. This is a disaster tile. You can tell what it affects based by the symbol up at the top. You'll notice that is going to remove 2 civilization tiles from those that you have gotten in auction and or those that you have collected. So disaster tiles bad, but it might make it so it's something that you can, if something is unappealing to Steph, maybe I'm going to get a good advantage over it. There's disasters like this for drought. When you do a drought, you have to take flood tiles first, then water tiles. So keep that in mind. Notice he's got the flood, then water.
The disaster icons are also new. Dan says the Nile is always there. The monuments last a long time, and the pharaohs are preserved.
You've got earthquakes that will tear down monuments. You've got funerals, which can basically eliminate pharaohs. I believe, let's see, is that all of them? Yes, those are the 4 disasters. Now, one more thing I want to point out about auctions before we get started. If there are a few tiles up here, and raw is drawn, let's say I draw the raw tile. And so I'm going to push this along the sun track, marking Ra's voyage along the sky. I'm going to take Ra, and if Steph decides to pass, I can choose to pass because I didn't mean for this auction to happen. It just happened, right? Let's say that we have a full track. So there's the 7th one. I've drawn this one. On Steph's turn, she really doesn't have a choice but to invoke Ra or play a god tile. So let's say she invokes Ra and I pass because I don't want this disaster. Well, Steph doesn't want the disaster either. You may pass, but if you do, we're going to take all 8 of these tiles and discard them out of the game. However, there's one last distinction. On my turn, not that I'm forced to do Ra, not that I have drawn a Ra tile, but if I actually say, I invoke Ra, we are doing an auction. If Steph passes, I may not pass. I cannot pass. Now, if Steph goes ahead and bids, I can pass then. But if nobody at the table decides that they're going to go in on this bid, I must bid something. Generally, it's going to be my lowest. But I must bid one of my tiles and take this because I chose to invoke Ra.
Yeah.
The only time that you do not have to bid is if you did not choose. If there was no option but to invoke Ra, then you must carry on. You must take advantage of the auction. If the Ra is drawn that makes the boat reach this last epic, an auction does not take place. The epic is immediately over. So the token is used to go from the first epic to the second epic, and from the second epic, the last one is pre-printed on the board with this red third epic symbol. That should pretty much cover the rules. Dan has done a really good job in the chat talking about some of the things that are new between the old edition and the new edition. I don't believe it's been a minute or two since I've played the old version of Ra. I do not believe many, if any, of the rules were changed because it feels just like the old classic that I know and love. Shuffling up the tiles here. Oh, there is one more thing that I did not mention. At the end of the game, when that third epic happens, there is one more scoring that happens, and that is for the sum of all of your auction tiles. You are going to count up how much you have here, and if you have the most at the table, you're going to get 5 points. If you have the least, you're going to get -5 points. If everyone has the same, there is no gaining or losing of any points. That should be just about it.
Okay. Well, you are first, so...
I am first. I am clearly going to draw a tile. Now, I am unsure, but I think I could. If there was a 9 there, I might actually be able to invoke Ra right from the first turn with no tiles up. I would have to double check the rules on that. But looks like a flood tile.
I'll pull from the bag.
I'm not saying that that's a winning play, but it is a play.
Well, if it's coming down to the end and you have 3 things to bid on.
And I want to grab a 9, trading out a 1, maybe.
Be worth it.
Looks like Ra's happening.
Right.
So there's the first one. Doo-doo-doo. You are going to pass. I could take this for 2. You know what? I too shall pass. It is now your turn. No, it's not full. Only when it's full. Okay. Only when it's full. If we both pass, it just continues. Right. Now, the tiles that you discard from here at the end of the epic, those are discarded from the game, not back to the bag. So keep that in mind. Me. What you looking for, Steph? You're looking.
I was just seeing if anything else changed, but it's not loading. So.
Ooh, gold.
Gold nuggets.
Gold.
All right. More gold. All the glitters are gold. Y'all making me want to play some Raw here.
It is a fun game.
It's like we could probably play this with more people. They just have to tell us.
Yeah, we could probably. As a pharaoh.
Sure.
You're going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make sure you spend quite a bit for it if you're going to do it. Steph now must decide a 7 or an 8, probably the 7, if she does it at all.
I'll pass.
And I will take the 5.
No, you'll take the 1.
Yeah, I'll take the 1 and all of this stuff.
That's not what I wanted.
I know that's not what you wanted. That's what you got, though.
That's what I got.
And that'll be my turn.
Yep.
I do like the addition of the player boards. Those are nice. Looks like a sieve tile. It does work really well with 2. Yes, I agree, Apuk. I think it is better with more players, but there's nothing wrong with this for sure.
Raw.
For those of you who mess it up, you can put the raw tiles above. For those of you who can't keep track of whether you've actually moved the...
Sure. 3.
You're going to do 3?
Yeah.
So I've got to do 6 if I want it.
Yeah.
Well, it would make it so I wouldn't have to worry about the sieve tiles anymore.
True. Wow.
Yep, I did it.
Not cool.
It might have been a little early for me.
Not cool.
Flip side of the board should have the spots for the raw tiles. Yes, that is correct, Clyde. I did show that. It's basically just 1 fewer space, but it looks very similar. It's just 1 fewer space.
Oh my god.
How about raw again?
All right, 3.
You're going to take that for 3?
Unless you pay a 9 for it.
No, I'm not paying a 9 for that. No.
I mean, I don't know. I'm running out of time. I'm getting the jitters.
You're getting a little bit.
I think that was me.
That was me.
Yeah.
Raw.
No. It's not all raw tiles in there. It's what it seems like, but it's not.
Ooh.
Dig deep.
The gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from every room.
Best kind of fun.
Gets brutal at 5. Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. Forcing me to do it, aren't you?
What's it worth to you?
Well, you've already got one of those. You invoked Ross, you've got to take it regardless. What do I want to do? God, that's like... That's half of them already. But I'd have to give up my 9 for a stinking 3.
It's great.
No, that would be opposite of great.
It's great.
All right, Steph, I'm going to let you have it.
I take it.
That hurt.
seemed good.
All right, put raw back. And hey, let's do an auction for this 4.
Pass.
I too shall pass. It's up to you.
Okay. Nuts.
Nuts.
Hey, Chad, welcome in. We're glad you could make
Hello,
it.
Chad. You know, what would really be good is 25th century t-shirts. We could wear them. We could wear them on stream.
We'll wear 'em.
All right, we would. All right, there's a 2. Hit you.
All right, we went through all the rules, so tell us if we did anything wrong.
Oh!
No.
Oh! Force you to give up that 7 of the 8. There we go.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You did it.
Mistakes have been made, all right? This thing is moving along quickly.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
No, Ross, sail away. Ross, sail away.
Come sail away with me. Hey, Chad, are all the wooden tiles gonna fit in this bag?
I don't know if they're 2.5 times as thick. I think you're gonna need a bigger bag.
I think you're gonna need a bigger boat.
You know what, Steph?
But
There's no way you take that.
I'm going to
I
pass.
thought you would.
You're gonna lose your monument.
Yes, I am, and I've got an extra pharaoh. This is a timing decision, is what this is. Because another raw, we're ending the epic. That's not ending the epic.
No.
But this is ending the... No, it is not. It is not ending the epic.
Oh man.
JK.
I'm so losing this game.
It will be a little wider and have a flat bottom.
Okay.
Flat bottom boat.
The deluxe bag will be. Got it.
Stop
it!
it!
Aren't they like put up for auction? No.
No. On the last one, we are done, which is why which is why I timed the decision the way I did.
Are you sure? You're 100% sure about that?
All right, let's go to the rules.
Maybe Chad will change the rules.
Maybe. If the sunboat has entered the rightmost space of the raw track, containing the epic marker or icon.
Chad, change the rules for me.
I told her this, Chad. I told her. So, what we're going to do is we're going to score immediately.
I lose 2 points.
You lose 2 points. I gained 5 points. That seems really good. That was for the Pharaoh tiles.
No, that was for everything.
Oh, really? All right, I did my 5 for this. Now I'm going to get 3 points for this.
Oh my god.
Bloop, bloop.
So,
And I'm going to get 6 points for these.
Uh-oh.
Look at all of those tiles. Now, lose everything on the right-hand side of the board. Clear everything. Reset everything. Bloop. Look, I still have a 9. How about that?
All right, so at this point in the game, you guys can now vote who will win. You can either say Steph's gonna have a major comeback or Michael will win. You can use channel points.
Steph's awesome channel points.
Oh my god.
All right, I have the 9. Looks like I go first. But you know what? The more raw tiles that are drawn out, the less likely they are to come out.
Maybe, as you
later.
pull one. Come on, are you kidding me?
No, we are not kidding.
I'm gonna pass.
You gonna pass? Do I'm gonna upgrade a 1 to a 2? Not really.
No.
We might be done with the second epic before this thing is done.
Floods.
I like floods.
Oh my god.
Oh, God tile.
600. Oh my goodness. It's probably...
600 for you, Steph. Wow.
Wow, for the underdog. For me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Jelvia. Z voted for Michael this time.
I need Weirden in here to help vote for Steph for me. Rah!
Yeah, I will say 3.
You will say 3? Whoa. I will let you have that for 3.
I did it, guys.
Good job. You have 1.
I got a god tile.
Okay. Yay.
Stop pulling these red tiles.
It's my job.
What's this?
Pull them like it's my job. This is number
That's
6.
6.
A fluid.
Fluid?
A fluid. It is a fluid. How about a sieve tile? Hey, Steph, you want it?
4.
Push it. Push it real good. Enjoy your 3.
I will.
You.
Not losing 5 points today. Can I go negative, Chad?
Do you want the 4?
I'm gonna. No, you have to bid first.
You know what? I'm going to upgrade.
Pass. Yeah. And that's you.
I probably shouldn't have done it just for the sheer upgrade, but I did it.
At the rate you're pulling raw tiles, who knows?
Well, that's part of the reason. I hadn't done any by halftime, so I figured I might want to start moving my butt. How about a couple of those? But
I would have known that.
woo-hoo-hoo. Wow.
What's this?
Another one.
Really?
4 pharaohs in a row.
Wow.
They're not worth as much now.
3 coins.
Oh. Hit you, Steph.
Let me just use my god tile on that disaster.
Do it.
No.
Take it.
No.
Ah, looks like the sieve that would disappear. I am forced to do this.
And I will say...
You'll say, hmm?
Sure, I'll say 6.
Pass. Those disappear.
Yep.
Looks like you are going to
Gonna lose.
score those for sure.
Wicked bad.
Wicked.
So I figured this will be the 5 points that makes up for that 5 points.
Possibly. We will see.
Yeah.
This will be you. Full track.
Michael said nope.
No, I said nope. I'll let Steph take it. Rah, rah, rah.
Pass.
Well, this is poor. But otherwise, I'm going to run out of any opportunities.
Was that you?
That was me. Because I had last shot. I'm not in a great position here.
Oops. That's the 4 monument. What's that?
More water.
Water!
More of that. Well, you know what I'm not going for. How about a 5 monument?
Oh, I like that. I do like it.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I forgot what I was doing. I invoke.
It's not likely she lets it pass. A 4 you can use. A 7 you can't use that well. A 5 you... Well... You would get a batch of 5s.
I would.
I will pass. What will you do?
Just to be clear, I won't be able to use my god tile if I took it. I will just get 2 points.
You would get 2 points.
Sure, I'll take it.
There you go. It's the Michael
Draw
show.
2 raw tiles in a row.
No. How about 1?
Oh, you're gonna change out your 7 for an 8?
I could, but no. Another 3. That's not what I need. Yeah, I'm doomed. I should just draw. Ooh, that's good. At this point, I'm going to trade out.
See how long Michael presses his luck.
Not that long on this one. Because I wanted this. I wanted the Civ tile at least. This I might let go the full boat. A god tile. A flood tile. That's worth 3
2.
points.
Oh yeah,
3. A pharaoh, which is not worth anything, considering you got a mess of 7. And that's the last. Well, that was not great for me.
Hey, Shano.
At all. So, I lose 2 for my pharaohs. And that's it. I just lose 2. That's pretty much my entire round.
This is 5 equals the 5 I lose here. 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Plus 5 is 11.
Plus 5 is 11.
That's it. That's the long and short of it.
Wow. If I take a stack of 11 ones, it will look better.
It'll look better, however, it will not really be reflective of the actual
Everything
situation.
goes away. Everything.
Well, let's start off with a raw tile, because that's how we play this game.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Shano. You did that.
Yes.
I got low numbers.
Yes. Would you like to upgrade? Here's your chance.
No, it's the last round. So
It's the last
I
round.
gotta try.
It's the last round to upgrade your numbers.
Yeah, but it's like the last round.
You didn't give me a chance to bid.
Oh, did you want to bid?
Yes, but no.
Were you going to? You can swap it.
No. I did not.
I will invoke for 1.
You will invoke for 1.
Oh no, you have to say if you're bidding and then I
That is
decide.
correct.
Right. You're doing it for that. And I could beat you.
You could beat me.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take your top one.
Taking it. Well,
Seems good.
alright. Hey,
How about some
bones.
disaster?
Guess what? That's what I have to say about that. Oh.
Now what do you have to say about it?
You say first.
I say pass.
I say pass.
All right.
Uh,
You... Still not good for me. That is marginal for me at best. That is nothing for me.
no!
How about an auction here?
You first.
Yeah. How about that? Basically, it gets me next to nothing. It prevents me from giving you 5 points. That really sucks. I am just stopping her from getting 5 points is all I'm doing with that.
I probably would have taken it.
Not with a 4, you wouldn't.
Well, no.
You only had a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Well, yeah, if you didn't bid, I probably would have taken it for a 1.
Right. How about 4?
Not great.
It does give you a... No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you a 6 at all. There's a sieve. I like sieves. I need a sieve.
We are doing well, Bones. How are
about
you?
killing 2?
It's probably okay for me.
Probably okay for me as well.
It's very godly of you. What's that?
It's a flood.
Interesting.
I am dying, John, is how it is. I am doing really poorly, it seems.
Sure.
Invoking it?
Yes. Michael is not dying. I'm pretty sure he's still winning.
No. I am not winning. All of mine are bigger than all of yours, so I think my best play is to play the 9 and work my way backwards. Dead. I'm not doing great on the variety over here. Another flood. Take it. Spend it.
I invoked that bid.
Yes, you did. There's that. You invoke another one.
Maybe I will.
I can't wait. You.
That's a what?
8. You don't have it.
I like 8s.
Take it.
I'm gonna spend my godly tile on it.
That's a 2.
Invoke.
Pass. You wanted the 5 points.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to press my luck at the end. I've already calculated. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever this happens, then I can.
Then once you take it, then I'm gonna basically just run. I'm gonna run the table with the rest, or maybe not.
Oh man. It's worth 3 points to me. I will pass.
Pass. You.
Oh man. Oh. Are you gonna bid on it now?
That was your raw?
Yes.
No, I'm not bidding on this. Are you?
Yep.
And she's out.
I know
She's
that you're
out
gonna,
like a scout.
You're gonna beat me with whatever you do. If you pull a raw, I'm
If I pull a raw, it's over.
Here we go.
A&M, we're playing raw. Ooh, that's nice. That's it. Last raw tile. I gave up 5 points. But I'm definitely getting highest number. At least I think I am.
19. Yes, you
Yes.
had me there, so.
So, let's go from top to bottom. I get nothing for monuments. 0. You get
Well, you
lot.
get 4.
Oh, I get 4. 4 whopping points. 4.
So I get 16.
I lose 2 for my pharaohs. You get 5.
Pharaohs, I get 5.
I lose. I get 3 for my water. Gave up a 2. Gave up getting a 5. Nothing for this. 2 points for that. That is the extent of my game. Really poor.
7.
Oh, and the bottom. I gain 5. She loses 5.
I lose 5. And then
How did you get 7? Oh,
From
for
water.
Those. Gotcha.
And 2 for my god statue.
Yeah, you have killed me this game.
I got 60 last game, and I did not get that this game.
I didn't come close to 60.
This was a very fast game.
Yeah, you have more in that 40 than I have, so.
Whoa. I got 44.
I got 34.
Wow. Somehow.
I played super poorly for the raw tiles that came out.
Well, you played the push your luck aspect.
I had no choice.
Wow. All right.
And when I pushed my luck, came up 0s. Steph wins, so winners get a very little bit. Because everyone bid on your side of the table. As they should have.
That is Raw, for those who haven't played it.
Raw.
It's been out for a really long time, but
Since
25th century.
1999, Dan says.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 25th Century has picked it up for a reprint, a long, probably overdue reprint of Raw. So
With fantastic new art.
It's amazingly beautiful.
I gotta say, that looks fantastic.
I love it.
It's like he's sitting there at the table. Me, you, and Ra, right there.
And Senor Azul. No.
And Senor Azul, yes.
But yeah, I think it's great with 2 players.
Yeah, I had never, before you and I played it 2 players, I'd never played it 2.
Okay. Me either.
It works far better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
This time that we played, you picked up a lot of the force strategy that I pulled on you the first game. And
it didn't pay off for you the last game.
You used it to your benefit this game. You saw how well it works. Yeah, you.
No,
yeah,
I saw my 1, 2, and 3 bidding tiles. I'm like, if I don't bid on low stuff, I'm not going to get anything. So
Right.
he either has to make choices to bid high for things he might not want, so I was forcing you to use your tiles, or for me to get at least something.
You to get just bargain basement.
Because
whatever.
the way that the raw tiles were coming out, like, so fast, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get any tiles with 1, 2, 3. I just have to take what I can get.
And it was really interesting the times that you got extra points. It was 2 or 3 here and 2 or 3 there. Ultimately, 10 points made the difference, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, it was a close game.
It was totally worth it.
Yeah.
So. For sure.
And sometimes pushing your luck is good too. It paid off for me in the other game yesterday, where I just pushed it through the end of the track and I didn't pull a raw tile and I got lucky and I got all the tiles and because you were already out. So it's just one of those things like, okay, how much do you want to push your luck? And you know what? The game is actually super quick because we played that like, I don't know.
Exactly. The box time says 30 to 60 minutes.
And that's what it is.
This game was really fast.
Yeah.
With more players, you tend to get more bag stability. What I mean by that is when raw tiles come out, they stay out. You see how much longer the 5-player is than the 2-player. So you're going to get a lot more bag stability because you can, you don't have as many forced auctions ultimately. You end up getting more auctions that appear. Now, granted, you've got 5 players vying for all of those tiles. You have 16 auction, these big auction raw discs, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 16 different auctions instead of 8 to have to deal with. but at least you get a little bit more stability. When the raw tiles come out, they stay out.
Yep.
With 2-player, it seems like we're seeing them a lot more often than I'm used to seeing them in a 5-player game of raw.
Yeah.
So at least by that 3rd epic. If 2 epics went quickly, that 3rd epic goes long. If 1 epic goes long, those next 2 epics go quickly.
Yeah.
But you can't tell in the 2-player game.
No,
So.
anything could happen. I wanted to point out that there's 5,000 backers on GameFound right now, 368,000. Way to go, Chad and 25th Century Games.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a beautiful production. Get that deluxe, because with the wooden bits, that's really cool.
And you just posted the link again.
I did. I just posted that link. So.
There's 7 days left, but you know how these things go. You're going to forget.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pledge now.
Yeah.
And don't miss out.
Yeah. Agreed.
I believe I read where there will not be, the deluxe version will not be available anywhere except this Kickstarter.
Okay.
So, and Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe I read on there, you know, if you want the deluxe, you can get the deluxe later on, but you won't be able to get the deluxe. You can get the retail, you just can't get the deluxe later.
Got you.
So
looks like it's $80 for the deluxe.
80 for the deluxe?
You get all the
well, you're gonna get
coins and wooden tokens.
You're getting wooden auction tiles.
God, they look so good, the metal tablets.
They're going to go from 2 millimeters to 5 millimeters in thickness. The scoring tiles made of metal, I want that. For sure, I want those. I mean, that seems fantastic.
Chad says this is the place to secure it. We'll have some extras for purchase direct.
Gotcha.
But the unit cost for the deluxe is very high, so we won't produce a lot of extras. Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Certainly worth checking out for those of you who love Raw or have missed out because
it's an old classic at this point. Old.
It was printed. It went out of print. The prices went through the roof until it got reprinted again. And now I'm assuming it's out of print again.
Yeah.
This is the time you want to get it, guys.
Yeah.
Right now. While it is again in print. So you can't keep a good classic down forever, right?
That's right. They keep coming back.
So yeah, check it out. Raw from 25th Century Games.
Definitely.
On GameFound now.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.